Welcome to CCM Talks. I am Bridget Linton, and today I am joined by branch manager Kyle Johnson. Now, Kyle, you are so successful. You've earned a lot of top awards over the years, including Top Emerging Stars. And this year, I heard you were number 7 when it comes to top VA loan officers in the U.S.
Yeah.
So first of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
What an incredible accomplishment. What motivates you to stay on top?
Gosh, I want to be the best version of myself. And it's definitely like an internal battle for me, is just to be the better version. I want to be better than I was yesterday. And honestly, just take great care of my clients, working with a great team, working with great partners. So for me, it's just that internal game for myself of how can I push myself? How can I be better?
And it seems like you might be a little competitive too.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. So next year we'll be talking about you being in top 5.
That would be awesome. I would love that.
We're setting the goal now.
Yes,
there we go. We'll
let's
manifest it for you. Well, talk to me a little bit more about Cross Country Mortgage. What brought you to CCM?
I joined CCM kind of out of lucky circumstances, but it's really more so about why I stayed, to be honest. So what keeps me at Cross Country is there's so many different benefits with the VA, which I know we'll dive into, but honestly, Cross Country Mortgage allows me to really run my business and run my branch and serve the client at the very, very highest level. But I also have such great support from the operations staff and HQ. So having both, the support when I need it, but also like the freedom and flexibility to run my business and run my branch are the main reasons why I'm staying.
And can you talk to me a little bit more about your journey from when you started to now?
Yeah. So I got in the mortgage business in 2012, and I started as a receptionist. So I literally
worked your way up.
Yeah. So I started as a receptionist. I was a loan processor, loan coordinator. So I did that for about 7 years. And then in 2019 is when I joined CCM. And that's when I kind of decided to test sales, and the rest has kind of been history. But since 2019, since joining CCM, been able to build my branch. Now I have about 28 people on my team, and so yeah, it's been a pretty wild and crazy journey.
Oh, I love that. All right, what is it about CCM culture that you love?
I love the culture of CCM. It's about winning. And it's about taking great care of the client, but it's about winning too. And Ron's very competitive as well. Yes. I love that meeting different people within CCM. The humility that I found from the people at the top. They just want to serve the client. They want to serve the team, and they want to serve all the people. And so I love that. That resonates with me.
In CCM, we do. We work together as a team. Everyone wants to help one another.
Yeah.
But something else that CCM is great about is giving back.
Yes.
And doing things in the community. And I know that you're very passionate about helping the military. Why is that?
What got me into working with the military is I ended up working with some partners that do a lot of VA business. And, I'm not military myself, but definitely passionate about serving the military. And I've always done that kind of through the course of my career. But working with veterans, being able to assist from duty station to duty station, because we're able to lend in all 50 states, just being that level of continuity so that, hey, when they do get PCS orders, when they are relocating, they know that they can call me and my team, and we can assist them every step of the way. And really just helping veterans use what is arguably one of their greatest benefits, which is the VA home loan, leveraging that to build wealth through real estate. It definitely aligns with my core purpose and my core value in our team. So those are some of the reasons why we love serving and working with the military.
It's so amazing, and we appreciate all you do. And going back to more about the products that CCM offers, how do they stand out when it comes to VA loans?
Yeah, so I feel like I say this all the time, but one of the coolest things that CCM does for VA is they have no overlays, which, just what that means is they don't restrict the VA loan and the VA benefit. And so I love to be able to say that, hey, if we can't do it, no one else can.
Yep.
But being able to also assist a client that was maybe previously denied by another lender, like just today, we just closed a loan in Montana, and he was denied by his lender 2 weeks before closing. Wow. So the agent calls me up, and we're able to jump in, and the VA allowed that loan to close, but the lender had additional restrictions that ultimately denied it. So I would say that's a big one, is just being able to do the loan for people who earned the benefit and meet the qualifications, but not having that restriction based on the lender. So that's a big one. The other big one is I would say the custom construction loan. So the VA one-time close product is an amazing product. Being able to buy land and build with your VA benefit zero down is pretty incredible. We love helping veterans do that as well.
And when it comes to mortgages, I know that you're big on buyer consults. Why are they so important to you?
Yeah, so the buyer consult really is something that I've kind of grown over time. For me, financial literacy and making sure that our clients like understand the best use of their money, really looking at whole picture. So I think a lot of lenders, they just focus on the mortgage. And so what I try and do with my team is we take a step back. We look at the whole financial picture and what kind of guidance, what kind of steps, what kind of ways can we set the client up for more financial success while also dreaming and planning for their financial goals. So it's not just this step in real estate, it's also where do you want to be in 5 or 10 years? Do you want to own rentals? And that actually plays into what strategies we implement for the purchase today. So just looking at the whole picture, looking at different debt payoff strategies, I think is one of the things that really separates my team and I is, we focus on the whole view, the whole picture. And I found that a lot of clients who maybe thought they couldn't make that purchase through a little bit of a debt consolidation, restructure their finances, and really showing them their budget, they've realized that they're actually able to make that purchase. And so that's really cool. There's no greater win than taking a client who says, I can't make this purchase. It's the dream home, but it feels out of reach. And then be able to show them through looking at their finances, through looking at the big picture, that, hey, like we can make this work for you. It's pretty awesome.
I love talking to you because you're so enthusiastic about your career and you're helping people. How do you effectively communicate when it comes to your clients and agents?
I like all on the phone. So like I'm gonna call everyone. I'm like
You're not a texting guy. You're calling them?
I mean, I'll text too, but I'm like I'm like what they joke about. People that call you when you send a text message.
Oh, you're one of those.
I'm one of those. I'm one of those. So I think that communication is key. Yeah. It's also relational too. Sure. Here's the thing: is like things are going to go sideways in real estate. That's just how real estate transactions go. But if I have, I call it relationship capital. So if I have relationship capital with a client or a real estate agent, being able to like pick up the phone and be like, hey, I need your help with this.
Yes.
Like whatever it is, if there's a last minute condition that we need from the client, or we need the real estate agent to help with something, or we need to smooth over a delay that's maybe even out of our control, doing that over the phone is, people appreciate it. People don't want to get bad news over email. Like my team knows, like we do not deliver bad news over email. So it's a lot of face to face. It's Zoom. It's phone calls, and obviously like email summaries too. But I think it allows us to listen better. So my encouragement really to anyone that's in the mortgage business is like, pick up the phone. Every time you send a text message or send an email, instead of picking up the phone, then you're making it more transactional instead of relational. So for me, I want to make it a relationship with the client, with the real estate agent, with all the partners that are part of the transaction. And picking up the phone is definitely one of the ways to do that.
All right, I love that piece of advice. I'm more of a texter, emailer, but I'm going to take Kyle's advice.
Right.
I'll start picking up the phone a little bit more.
see where it takes you.
All right, well, we will.
Good.
So I want to know a little bit more about Kyle before we wrap this up. Do you have a fun fact that you can share with us?
Oh my goodness.
I feel like you've got a lot.
Fun facts. Yeah, I got a pretty fun, I could give you so many. Let's see, I could do the splits through like elementary school and middle school. So that's a fun fact. My dad was a cheerleader. So like flexibility, like definitely like runs in the family.
That's genetics, I guess.
Yeah. I'm a lefty. I cold plunge every day. So I've got all sorts of weird. My wife, I tell my wife I'm a freak. Yeah. I just kind of like, I'm a freak. Like, and I've become more of a freak over time. But no, I don't know. I love life. I'm super passionate about pretty much everything that I commit myself to.
I can see that.
Love what I do. Love who I do it with. Love who we get to serve. And so I just feel very, very fortunate to do all the things. So.
Well, and that's why we love having you at Cross Country Mortgage too. You're a man of many talents. Thank you so much for joining us. And if you would like to learn more about joining CCM and careers, make sure you visit ccm.com. We hope to see you on our next episode of CCM Talks.